Welcome everybody, this is InsidePool.tv. 2014 George Fels Memorial Straight Pool Challenge. My name is Freddie Agnew, the corner man. You're watching Niels Feijen at his next attempt at a high run, the Straight Pool Challenge. Straight Pool Challenge is brought to you by Diamond Billiards, Stu Matana, Rich Klein, Simonis Cloth, and Aramith Billiard Balls. Straight Pool Challenge every year at the Derby City Classic. The top eight high runs, those 8 players will have a single elimination 8-man tournament. Today is the last day of qualifying. They've been qualifying all week, Sunday through Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, I believe. High run so far is Ralph Souquet, the Kaiser, with 178. Niels has been on the table a few times. He had a 98 just a few hours ago, I believe. 98. Niels might be getting tired. He's had a full tournament so far. Came in second place at the Derby City Classic 10-ball Bigfoot Challenge. We're gonna try to.
I've got no runners or gophers here. As Alvin is taking a break, well deserved. Alvin has been a superstar here, running all over the place, all alone.
Got a couple balls still tied up here, so he's got to work through that. The 11 ball blocks the 4 ball, but the combination is on here. Just slow roll this, and he'll have the shot on the 4 ball, and he might be able to break out the 13-5, or 13-3 at some point next. And he doesn't have an angle here, but I think the 13 passes going into the corner pocket by the 4 ball, the pink ball, as we view it. We are looking at a television set. Aramith television set. This is Niels Feijen from the Netherlands, the Terminator. I believe Niels has won the World Pool Masters. He's a World Straight Pool Champion. Everything. Moscone Cup MVP. He's just about as rock solid as you can get. Great mechanics. Only funky thing about Niels is that he holds the cue stick way to the outside. I believe he's right ear dominated. Right ear dominant. Well, it looks like he's sort of forced to cut this 4 ball in, or the 14 probably the easiest ball to shoot and still maintain control of the table. Niels is asking a question here. Let's take another look. I'm not sure what's going on here, where somebody's talking to him in the middle of his run. I don't think coaching is allowed, but maybe he doesn't realize that Niels is actually paying to shoot these balls. We've lost a little bit of a. We'll go back to this. 14 in the corner. Slide over, bump the 13-3 pair. And the 3 ball. 3 ball is a decent break ball. 6 ball is certainly a good break ball. So he has all kind. He has choices. Looks like the way you run balls here, though. In 13, he has to get out of there at some point very soon. And might as well take it now. 2 balls also. I think the 2 ball passes. Straightforward. 4 ball probably next. 1 rail off. Got to stare down where that 2 ball's got to go. 5 ball, as you can see here, does not go past the 3 ball. It's got to go in the side pocket. Well, he played that direction, so it must go. As you can see, it didn't go, so he must be playing. For him to be playing for the 6 ball up table seems strange to me, but he's a world champion. I'm just a scrub. Pound this in? Seems like a strange run-out pattern as he's shooting balls all the way back as if he was playing one pocket, playing on the other side of the table, but just stun this ball. Cue ball will leak to the right. And good recovery. I figure he'll follow the cue ball and go all and come back out so he doesn't have to stretch so far. He's on a run of 14. He's already, this is his 3rd attempt since he's stepped up at the plate. (2014) George Fels Memorial Straight Pull Challenger. Looking at Niels Feijen. Oh, we just saw Jerry T walk on by. Jerry T, nycgrind.com. Just walked out by the screen. Niels Feijen on a 2nd rack. He's racked up the balls. George Fels Memorial Straight Pull Challenge. The top 8 high runs will get into a final single elimination tournament. Later on, it might be tonight, but it might be tomorrow. We'll start at some point. Pretty good break. I think he has the one. We're starting to lose our banner back there. Well, shooting the 8 ball and the cue ball is going to go into the center of the table, into the pack, I suppose. There's no automatic insurance there, so maybe the one that's going to smash. He's got the one. And that's kind of tricky because if the cue ball was a little bit to the left, which it easily could have been, he would have been forced to shoot the 13 up table. Stretching out. So while he's shooting, we are sponsored by Diamond Billiards, of course. Stu Matana, our good friend Stu Matana, who's always in and around the pool scene, done a lot for this game. Rich Klein, Simonis Cloth, and Aramith pool and billiard balls. This is the corner man coming at you from the Derby City Classic, the 2014. This is the 16th year. The first year was 1999. This is the 16th year of the Derby City Classic in the Louisville, Kentucky area. We're now at the Horseshoe Casino, across the border into Indiana. The 4 ball and the 7 ball are the only issues that Niels has to take care of here. He can take care of them. No, he's a little bit. He's got the wrong angle here. There goes Jerry T again. Maybe he'll follow forward into these 2 balls. He's got plenty of insurance. No, he's going to go around, get something a little bit easier. In fact, he didn't have to break out the balls because, of course, the ball goes, the 4 ball goes. This is the only ball he has. If he doesn't like the angle, he'll shoot the 11 or the 6 first and get to it at a better angle. .14 ball is fine for the break shot. Figure him to stop this ball, I suppose. Keep the angle for the 4 ball, and then no more problems. The only problem ball, I suppose, if you could invent a problem ball, would be the 5 ball up table. No, he's still working his way for this 4 ball. He must have gotten on the wrong side of this 4 ball. I'll see what it looks like. I didn't get a chance to see because I hit the wrong camera. But it looks like he's got the angle he wants, he likes now. Yeah. Yeah, he must have gone too far a little bit on the draw shot left the 11 ball 2 shots ago, so. He had a ball to get to it again with the 6 ball, and here he is on the 4 ball. I work around the clock here, go 13, and then go around the table. He's fighting to go up table, and I don't think he needed to, but maybe he sees that as the easier way to work around. I thought he would go around the table, go 13-5, then the 2 or 13-2-5. But he chose to get the ball up table first, and then work these 2 in the side pockets. Niels Feijen. Last time I talked to his wife, she said that he is a DJ in the Netherlands, plays house music. Good rack. That's 2, I believe. Should be on a 28.
That's nice. That's not mine. Yeah, we should get that out of there.
On that last pattern, you know, some people like to take out those balls at the head of the table and then work back down. And other people like to leave a ball up table as their key ball. That seems to be personal preference. You see 100 ball, 200 ball runners do either one of them. I like what Niels is doing here. You know, he looks staring down where he wants to hit that 6 ball. If he hits above the 6 ball, he'll go up table. If he hits at the middle of the 6 ball, it'll punch out and crawl back out to about where the 14 is. He has been playing the draw up table type of breakout. The cue ball will go all the way to the end rail. Because from this position, it'd be rare that he'd scratch. Straight up the table. This is really good because this one he kept in the center of the table. I would consider that a perfect break. There isn't a ball touching. Most of the balls go. They might be blocked by 1 ball into 1 pocket, and he'll figure out which ones to take care of to clear them all. These 2 balls, as you see it, the 10 ball and the 14 ball, 10 ball and 15 ball, especially the 15 ball is really one that he needs to get rid of. Because the 9 ball gets blocked. 5 ball and the 7 ball are sort of tied up together, but not really. They all go. I suppose he can play this combination as you see it, but I wouldn't, because I'm awful. Hanger combination for him, of course. They've taken down the banner up there, just kept on falling, so. He's on his 3rd rack. I believe this is his 3rd attempt since he's gotten here. He decided to hit those up, but that could have been disastrous. 8 ball tied up together with a 6, but it still goes in the side pocket. 2 ball is a break ball. It seems like he really needs to take care of that 15 ball in the lower left pocket as we view it. That way he's got a pocket for the 1 ball that doesn't have any issues with the disturbing the 2 ball. Niels decides to bunt into the one ball, which again seems like a strange thing for me, because at this point balls went, and if he had just cleared the 15 and the 7, that one ball would have had a pocket, but he seemed determined to just go into it and didn't think there was any issue with it, and as you can see, he executed perfectly without any issue. 2014 George Fels Memorial Straight Pool Challenge. This is Niels Feijen up at the table. Brought to you by InsidePool.tv. Diamond Billiards, Stu Matana, Rich Klein, Simonis, and Aramith are your sponsors. By bunting over that one ball, he actually created another break ball, and therefore he shot, and he needed to shoot his other break ball up table. One ball looks perfect. Coming at you live, Derby City Classic, the Horseshoe Casino, just over the border into Indiana. We're in the Louisville, Kentucky area. Looks like he's going to use the 4 ball or the 13 ball, probably the 13 ball as his key ball. You shoot the 6 into the side, 11 on the other side, 4 ball, and then the 13 ball. Might be almost, it needs to come off just a bit. Just a bit. That way he can almost stun the 13, have the cue ball just slide to the right by 6 inches. It'll be right where his elbow is, I suppose. Cut the ball in. Oh, he wants to go all the way to the center of the table, which is the right thing. now that he shows that, that is the right area. That's rack 3. He's at a 42 ball run. Thank you all for joining us at InsidePool.tv. My name is Freddie Agnew, the corner man. This is the 2014 George Fels Memorial Straight Pool Challenge. You're watching Niels, the Terminator Feijen. He's breaking his 4th rack. He's on a run of 42. The high run of this event so far is this year Ralph Souquet, the Kaiser, with a 178. The top 8 players, the top 8 high runs. We'll do an 8-man single elimination straight pool tournament. George Fels Memorial Straight Pool Challenge, named after our good friend, the late George Fels. We're sponsored by Diamond Billiards, Stu Matana, Rich Klein, Simonis Cloth, and Aramith Balls. That's a good break. He got that head ball very, very solid. Cue ball didn't go up table as it has been. So he hit it a little bit more full in the face. He's got a shot in the 11 ball, and if he hadn't had the shot in the 11 ball, he still had at least 2 other shots, the 4 ball and the 13 ball. 4 ball back cut, pink ball, 13, the orange 13 stripe, down by low right. But he's got the 11. Balls are fairly clustered. Not easy to get to, but I think if you can get down to, say, the 5 ball, you have plenty of choices over there. You even shot the 9 ball to get down table. If you get to the 5 ball, he'll have a secondary breakout on the 2, 8, 6 cluster. The 2 ball, the blue ball, the 8, the black ball, the 6, the green ball. Niels is a former world straight pool champion. Plays a lot of straight pool back in Europe. He also plays a lot of 8 ball. Well, apparently Niels didn't want to break the cluster going up table with the 5 ball. You might run into them now shooting the 4 ball. But it looks like if you shoot this way, you're bound to make clusters. But he likes it. Breaks out the clusters and doesn't have a shot. It's kind of the issue with that. He was going into other balls, and this was eminently possible. Looks like he's going to be forced to play a combination. If the 14, the green stripe ball, passes the 2, he'd play a combination. I don't know if he can even play the 2-5 combination because the 14's in the way. Now he just looked at a 13-15 combination of the side pocket. Nothing looks good here. And now he's looking at a thin back cut on the 10 ball to pass the 7 ball, half pocket. Well, if he can hit this, he'll go around the world unless he runs into the 15 ball. 10 in the corner. Made it, goes around the world, playing for the 15. Good recovery shot, but he put himself in that position by doing a breakout with 3 balls running into other balls. He's in run of 47, I believe. Well, shooting the 5 ball, the only danger here is to not bump into a ball and get out of position. He may bump the 7 to get up the table. It's nice. The 7 becomes a good breakout ball. We have to assume that that's what he was trying to do, either 7 up for a breakout ball or the 7 into the 6 and manufacture the 6 ball into a better position. But he's got the 7, looks good. He's got to get the 13 out of the way. He's sitting there being blocked, or it can't really pass except for into the lower right, but to get in position, there's a 15 ball in the way. But he's not in trouble. Not in trouble at all. I think he's on a 50 ball run now. Anymore, nobody's clapping for a 50 ball run like we used to in the old days. It's got to be 100 or no clap. He's playing 100 no clap. I think he's a little short here of where he wanted to be, but he did need to get, I suppose he was guarding against not getting hooked or getting hooked, but looks like he's going to have to run into a ball, probably the 15. Or if he doesn't run to it, he's playing up table to play back down table. Oh, he is straighter on than I thought, but yeah, he's solved this rack. He shoot the 6 ball next, or I suppose, or the 13. But I thought he was playing for the 6 ball next. Easy. Might be straight enough that he can stun the cue ball to the right as we view it. Yeah. He might go all the way to the rail then, as we see the angle is a little more severe. He can either draw to the rail or go 2 rails, but I think drawing to the rail is the right thing. Maybe. Drawing to the rail. Oh, we didn't want to die on the end rail. Definitely didn't want to die on the end rail. Because now he's got to float this. He's got to either just float this into the side pocket or go ahead and hit this where the cue ball comes back up and down the table. Up and down the table. Very good shot. A little longer for a break shot, but he's got it. Should be on a 56 ball run, a 4-rack run. Yes, I can see Dennis has put up the numbers, 56. This is the 2014 George Fels Memorial Straight Pool Challenge. This is InsidePool.tv. My name is Freddie Agnew, the corner man. We're sponsored today by Diamond Billiards, of course. Stu Montana and Rich Klein, as well as Simonis and Aramith. This is the Straight Pool Challenge, an annual event, an annual extra at the Derby City Classic held here at the Horseshoe Casino just outside Louisville, Kentucky. 8 players who get the high runs here will go to a single elimination tournament for the Straight Pool Challenge. Last year's winner was Max Eberly, who defeated Dennis Orculio on the 10-foot tables. This year we're back on the 9-foot tables. 4 3/16 pocket is what they've told me. High run so far, 178 by Ralph Souquet. He missed the high run of the event, of the career-long high run so far was 2011. In 2011 was Darren Appleton's 183, so Ralph missed out by 5. Here's Niels Feijen on his 5th rack to break. Kapow. 4 ball leaked into the pocket, and the 1 ball passed underneath the cue ball. He's in play. He is in play. The 3 ball up table is kind of hanging around what I believe is the 14 ball. Looks like 14 ball, but 14 doesn't pass, but the 3 does, so he's got to take care of that and get on the 3 ball, get going. 1 ball is straight in, obviously, as you see it. Trouble ball's in the middle of 13, the orange stripe ball. The 11 ball is sitting in the center. 13 passes, I believe, so he can get a gentle nudge here at some point. Move the balls into position. See here, he looks like he's going to play the 5 ball right into the 13. Into the 13 or the 6. Just wants to make sure he's not bumping balls into other balls like he did in the last rack. Right into the 13 ball, and now it's wide open. As long as the 6-8 doesn't tie up, it's not bad. It looks good now. 10 ball needs to get out. And one of these balls, I think the 2 ball is okay for a break ball. Niels has moved other balls if he has a decent but not ideal break ball. It looks a little high, the 2 balls. I can't tell from this angle. We'll find another angle. Yeah, the 2 ball actually looks good from this angle, so we'll just keep it at this angle. Once he clears the 10 ball, all the balls pass. Down at the bottom side of the table. 3 ball is still the issue on the upper side of the table. And I guess the only issue with the 6 and 8 is that they tie each other up a little bit. 8 ball goes to the corner pocket as we view it. So once it's out, 6 ball is good. 6 ball comes in the upper right-hand pocket. So we're looking at 2 balls that are still kind of hanging out there that are an issue. The 14-3 pair. The 15 ball, which is on the rail, he's going to shoot this now, it looks. He's got to get it out of the way as it is a problem ball, and he's got an ideal position to shoot it. I like to see him shoot that 8 ball next because it ties up the 6. Eight ball in the corner pocket. Probably shoot the 3 ball next, and then no more problems. From here, it doesn't look like the 14 goes, but if it goes, then it doesn't matter what he does with this cue ball, float it over. But I thought the 14 does not go. We'll see in a second. So I would think he plays his 3 ball. Don't touch the 14 ball. Come out and play the 9 ball or the 6 ball. I'm the type of player I'd go and nudge that 14 and get all jammed up. He's hitting low as if he does want to hit that 14 ball. And he almost got bad, but 6 ball still there. Professional shot maker shouldn't have a problem. As you can see, he was looking at the 14. That he would have rather that he was able to shoot that 14. But he's got the 6, and he's favored to make it. If he gets through this rack, he should be on a 70 run. 3 racks away from 100 balls. 2 and change. I expect him to shoot the 9 ball next, because I think he was fighting to keep that 14 as his break ball. But he could go either way. It's just the position play from the 13 as you view it. If he went 14, 9, then 13, then he's got to come across his line, which is what he's going to do. Got to crawl forward by about 6 inches. He put a finger down there like he's only going to go about 3 inches. Either way, yeah, the cue ball will go to 6. Let's see, here we go. Oh, that's a little bit flatter. I think he's got some kind of angle. He's okay, but I thought he wanted a much better angle than that. Well, he's got the angle. He can stun it up table and always be in play once it gets past the line. So maybe that's exactly what he wanted. And that's a learning point for me. Stun it up the line, make sure you're good instead of trying to go forward and back, keeping it out of play until it gets into play and then supremely out of play. 70 ball run right now. He is on his 6th rack to break. 2014 George Fels Memorial Straight Pool Challenge. You're watching Niels Feijen. This is InsidePool.tv. I am Freddie Agnier, your current commentator. Filling in for Alvin Nelson and a whole slew of other people that might come in here and help Alvin. Alvin has been a monster over here. Superman, he's been running all over the place. Here come the break. Well, they broke the balls. The balls didn't really come out, and you can see the dreaded issue on the left. They've all lined up. The George Fels Memorial Straight Pool Challenge is brought to you by Diamond Billiards, Stu Matana, Rich Klein, Simonis, the wonderful cloth, Yvonne Simonis, and Aramith Billiard Balls. Niels has some work to do here. This rack does not look nice. But if you can pick out the one and get a ball out, he will be able to solve something. He went ahead and went right in the stack. He did have the 9 ball as insurance, and it looks like that's what he's going to shoot. He just shook his head. Is he tied up on the 3 such that he can't shoot the 9? Because he's looked at the 15 also. Is he tied up on that? The 3 ball looks like it's hooked him, so he can't shoot the 15. How can it hook him for the 15 and the 9? That doesn't make any sense. Maybe there's no place to go if he shoots the 9. Niels is going to take a break. The high run so far this year is 178, 178. It looks like 5 balls in the way. Even if he could see the 9, he's really not going anywhere. There isn't a good camera angle to see what he can possibly do. Need the referee. balls are so hot and clean that if he thinks he can throw this ball in, he tried that in a previous attempt and it didn't. These balls are not throwing at all. But we are using Aeromith balls, the Aeromith TV set here. We've got the measles ball. And even if he gets through this one shot here, we still have a whole slew of issues on the left side of the table. That was a great shot. He did spin and throw that in. I actually think he caromed because the 5 ball, he was on top of the 5 ball. So the cue ball must have been off the 5 ball to begin with. You see the 5 ball moved. Now he needs to get to this 1 ball. If he can see the 1, he may just splatter into them and move these other balls and play position for the 11 ball, the red stripe ball. Looks like he has it, and he needs to take care of this problem on the left side because if he can't get these balls out, he's going to be in trouble. It almost looks like he's lining up a carom now. I can't tell. Maybe a different camera angle. No, he did get the 8 ball out of there. That's a good shot because now the 14-13 is an easy combination if he wanted to do that later on. And the 5 ball and 13 ball become the issue. That's what straight pool is all about, picking off all the balls and taking care of your problems. Taking care of all the balls that block other balls, opening them up so that you have 4 or 5 balls left on the table, and then you do your triangle patterns to get to the break ball. In this case, he's already got a break ball sitting up at the 3 ball, the red ball. Doesn't have to manufacture anything. The 6 ball hanging around that pocket, the green ball, 6 ball makes that pocket big, so he could elect to play for a combination of the 14-13 after shooting this 11. But the 13 and 5 are issues and as well, and he can play them right now. 13 into the 6 ball, or the 5 ball into the 6 ball. Either one of a problem. He may bump that 4 ball. No, he doesn't bump the 4 ball. I like the shot because he still left that 5 ball there, and he can use it to either break these 2 balls, the 13 or 14 out, or use it as a pocket increaser for the 14-13 combo. This is the Terminator, Niels Feijen. This might be this is his 3rd attempt in this try. I know he has 12 tries and he had like a 4 before, and maybe they're doing them 4 at a time. He had a 98 earlier. I don't know if he had anything higher. Yeah, so it certainly looks like he's going to be playing the 14-13 combination in a second because the 5 ball helps him out. Ideally, he doesn't touch the 5 ball at all, but if he touches it, the 5 ball's got to get clear and off the rail. Yeah. He went with the ideal. And now it's just a matter of picking them off. I'm the type of player who leaves the 8 ball, the ball up table as my key ball, because shooting it, I'll always be in position to play the 3 ball, the break ball. But as soon as I say that, he's not even thinking about this 4 ball. He's played the pattern where a ball like the 4 ball would be his key ball and stun the cue ball up table as well. I'm still guessing the 8 ball would be the last, his key ball. He's got to get there. I can't tell if he got flat on this ball. He's not shaking his head, so he must be good. He's got an angle. He can run forward. You don't want to get this one all the way to the center of the table, I don't believe. He drew back, and he went through the center of the table. He's fine. I guess he didn't have, he was straighter on than I thought. And if he gets through these two balls, which I highly suspect he will be on an 84 ball run. Now, as long as I've been doing these straight pool matches for the last few years, I guess I've just amazed how many people do this correct break that I didn't realize was the correct break. I grew up in an era where the correct break was a much more severe cut into the stack. When I was younger, straight pool players were playing on mud. This type of break wouldn't get the balls out. But the balls are nice and bouncy, they're nice and clean, the conditions are fast. Niels Feijen breaking his, what are we on, an 84? Yeah, this is the 7th rack. Oh, don't do that. Well, as we can see here, he's broken the balls pretty well, but the 5-13 now are clustered and don't go anywhere, so he's going to have to take care of that pretty quickly. Or at some point. Not pretty quickly. Some of us might be enticed into going one rail into the 13-5 right now, but there's not much insurance there. Good chance to get stuck on a combination. This 11 ball must go. Because he played for it. Pick a ball out of there. I think yesterday Niels had a 98 and he missed the break ball. Clearly not easy. He's got just so many balls tied up in the middle, and that 13-5 looms. You can see there the banner in the background. That's the Derby City Classic banner. Kept on falling, no matter what they try to do. Well, here we go. I mean, sure, he can shoot a ball if this 11 ball goes and start shooting balls up table, but he really has issues to take care of here. And picking up 1, 2, 3 balls in the open court won't do him any good if he can't come up with a way to get the secondary breakout here. From this angle, looks like the 8 ball in the side pocket goes, and he can go right off the 14 and move balls and try to use the 7 ball as the insurance ball. And he ran the ball too far, and he ran past his insurance. But I think he can shoot the 1 ball. Certainly not easiest, but you know, this is a high run challenge, and you may not shoot this 1 ball if you were playing for real. What I mean by playing for real, if you were playing a tournament, you may not play the 1 ball to try to break the 13-5, but I think that's what he's going to do, because what else is he going to do? Oh, I thought he was frozen on this 12, but he's not. So he can back cut this 15 and still run into this pair. And he's done so. There you go. Problem solved. Both 15 and 13. Both the 5 and the 13 pass. And he has solved this rack. Nice shot. Nice result. We are live here at the Derby City Classic. It is the 2014 George Fels Memorial Straight Pool Challenge. This is the 16th year of the Derby City Classic. We are now at the Horseshoe in Indiana, just over the line, just over the river. Louisville, Kentucky is just 30 minutes away or so, maybe 40 minutes away. In hot and humid Louisville, Kentucky. I believe we're somewhere around 15, 20 degrees out there. My name is Freddie Agnier. I'm sitting here for Alvin Nelson, InsidePool.tv. We are brought to you by Diamond Billiards, Stu Matana, Rich Klein, Simonis Cloth, and Aramith Balls. Louisville, Kentucky. I'm from Florida, so every January I take a balmy vacation north to Louisville in January of all times. Niels has solved this rack. Now he just has to, well, he's almost solved it. He doesn't have a break ball. He doesn't have a good break ball. So he's got to figure out whether or not he's going to move one or use a bottom of the stack break, which isn't one of the ones you'll see too much, but some guys like it. Some guys like the bottom of the rack break. Six ball and the 5 ball kind of, 6 ball, the green ball, and the 4 ball, the pink ball, kind of look a bit funky. He hasn't paid too much attention to them. And now that he doesn't have a clear break ball, they suddenly become issues. So maybe he'll take care of them after this next ball. Kind of wonder what a pool player is thinking when he does all these antics of putting down the stick and putting down the line left to be able to see the dialogue bubble, the thought bubble. This is a nice shot. He just got low, but you see he was trying to just manufacture the break ball, and he overhit it. And now he wishes he had it back because clearly he overhit by a foot. He was in play for the entire length of that rack and then just got out of there. You could still use that as a break ball, but it's not great. In fact, I think about that, he probably missed the bottom row of the rack. It is too low. I don't know how big that. Yeah, the trace of the triangle on the cloth is the diamond billiard rack, so we know how big that is. So you can just see that the last row of balls would be just above the 7 ball. Bill Meropoulos, who's been a warrior out here during the Straight Pool Challenge, ready to go to bed. We can't tell what time of day it is here, you know. It says it's 8:48 p.m. Eastern Time, Eastern Standard Time. Bill Meropoulos has been up for about all day. So as you can see, because he's over under 7, he's probably just going to go ahead and hit it. He is, and he needs to come up with another break ball.